Welcome to Character
Should we
Select.
start?
My name is Dave, and with me today is...
Kinathis. Dave, it's so cold.
Yeah, everybody needs to bundle
what's going on?
fuck up.
Why is it so cold, Dave?
Because, Kinathis, we're playing Frostpunk. And by we, I mean
right.
you.
Yeah, that's right. I'm playing Frostpunk.
Like, we finished Metroid Prime 3, and I was like, okay, what do you want to play next? And you were like, well, I want to do some StarCraft 2, but then can we play Frostpunk? And I was like, yes, we can. So
This game is a lot of fun.
this game is really depressing.
It's very depressing, but I enjoy it.
Real depressing. But it's if you like city builders that have a unique angle on them, this is the game for you, and we're going to show you that right now. So, Kinathis has played how many hours of this game?
I've played 60 hours of the game. I've played a lot.
So you've beaten.
I enjoy it.
You've beaten the 3 main campaigns, but not the new one that was just released, the Fall of Winterhome. You can see there.
I gave it a little tap, but
yeah. But we're gonna go and actually play through the base campaign, the first one, A New Home.
A New Home is the main story. Then there's the arcs, the refugees, and then the Fall of Winterhome, which is a spoiler alert.
Yeah,
right there.
but it's like a first act spoiler. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, I guess.
But yeah, we're gonna play through this game. It's gonna get very, very cold.
Oh yeah.
But this game is actually amazing. What's the name of the studio that made this, by the way? Is it Bit Studios? Hold on, I'm gonna look.
I don't remember.
I'm looking. Hold on. It's giving me an age warning because, yeah, that's the kind of game that this is.
It's a little bit.
This game is made by 11-Bit Studios, and
11-Bit
holy
Studios.
shit, you guys, you fucking knocked it out of the park. Let's do this.
Yeah, and they've come out with a lot of free DLC for the game.
Oh my god, no fucking wonder. They're the guys that made this War of Mine.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Of all of these 3 extra campaigns were just patched into the game for free. It was pretty good. Pretty great.
But yeah, let's get started. So, here's what you need to know. Nothing. Get ready. What's Survivor mode?
Oh, that is like Iron Man mode.
Oh, click that bitch on.
No, I'm not touching that button. I ain't touching that. So in my playing this game, I actually experimented a lot with the difficulty levels.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I found one very important thing.
Which is?
The only one that actually matters. The only difficulty set lighter that actually matters is this one.
People's needs? So
that is the one. It is. People are more likely to get sick. It determines how much they get sick and for how much they eat and how much it will satisfy them.
Gotcha.
So
everything else is adaptable?
Everything else is very adaptable. That is fucking broken. So let me explain. I played a lot, and I decided after beating a game a couple of times, I decided, you know what? I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna kick on some cheats and just see how hard extreme is. So I kicked everything up to extreme.
Yeah.
And holy shit, did I die? Holy shit, did the game just immediately kill me and within 2 days.
Holy shit.
I had all the resources I could ever want. I died instantly.
Damn.
Want to know why?
Because people were so
Everyone got sick
hungry.
and died.
Oh.
Everyone got sick and died within a day.
Damn.
So I literally did that. Done. Beat it. It was fine. One notch down. Done. Dunzo.
Jesus.
But anyway, so for the purposes of this game, I think we'll just go with medium.
Yeah. So Kinathis has played this game a lot. I have this game, and I have played this game. I stopped playing it for a variety of reasons. The biggest of which is that this game started to actually depress me. So when a game actively starts bringing my mood down, I have to stop playing. So I'm just going to throw this out here in the first five freaking minutes of this series. And it's 5 minutes in and we haven't even started playing the game yet, Kinathis. If you get depressed easily by... or if you get easily mood turning bad by negative situations happening to people, this game is not for you. Watch another series, please. But otherwise, I hope you're enjoying this ride with us. We'll try to keep it upbeat.
We'll try.
It's going to be tough. All right, let's go. Here's everything that you need to know about this game. It'll give us a little intro. Eventually, when it loads.
Doesn't take that long. The eruptions of Mount Tambora and Krakatoa are thought to be the cause of the Great Winter, although scientists agree that they weren't enough to cause the cataclysm.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 supervolcanoes erupted at the same time.
Yes.
That's bad.
There's a few things about this game that aren't necessarily spelled out immediately. It's called Frostpunk. It's a steampunk game, which means that it's Victorian era, like 19th century.
It is set in the 1800s.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, 19th century. So why is this taking so long to friggin' load? There we go. So you're going to see some weird things, but...
Still, cold world. No horizon in sight. The rulers of old, stripped of pride and glory. It feels as yesterday we were turning the wheels of progress. Until the frost stopped it all. Suddenly, without a warning. When tides had changed, they changed for all of us, no matter wealth or class. We've lost our will to snow. And with it, our last traces of humanity.
So that's London now.
It's basically buried under snow.
Buried under snow. So yeah, this takes place during the 1800s, when at the height of the British Empire's power.
We bid farewell to plenty. And for those who remained, came the time to adapt. We decided to leave our...
Now, it might seem weird that it's getting really cold and they head north. But
There's a reason for it.
It's because there's many coal deposits there.
Leaving behind.
But look at this fucking world.
Believed had made us. It was hope that pushed us forward.
Desperate hope.
Slowly, step by step. We knew the cost of our journey. And we paid the price 100 times.
Not everybody makes it.
Finally, the time has come to build the last city on Earth.
Ooh, I got some shivers at the end there.
We fled
from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered. A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned. Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there? Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now. Now that the world as we know it has crumbled, we have to survive.
I guess this game is also kind of hopeful in a way, in that it's like the apocalypse has come and people are still surviving, but man, it's just depressing.
But well, one of the things you have to manage, as you can see, is hope.
Okay.
Fight the cold.
We need to get the generator working. It provides heat and power to other buildings. Without it, we'll freeze to death. Stockpile some coal and start the generator.
That's your first objective, is to get the generator to turn on.
So we have 80 people with literally no shelter.
Well, we have 65 available workers because we have the prohibited, which are children.
Yep.
They aren't allowed to actually work. Oh, not really.
Yet.
Well, sort of, kind of. So there's a couple things. You got coal, you got wood, you got steel, you got steam cores, which we'll get to later.
Yeah.
There's the day, and there's the temperature. Already starting off at -20, a nice nippy -20.
So for anybody in the U.S. that uses the imperial system in Fahrenheit, that's about -30 degrees.
Mm-hmm. It's about
it's about -10 degrees Fahrenheit.
That's a good day in Winnipeg during winter, I believe. That's a good day.
I don't know about a good day.
Well, it's a mild day during full winter in Winnipeg.
Yeah, but I mean, this place is actually pretty good because if you zoom out a bit, it's a crater.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's a crater. It's great. It's got
there's
shielded
wind
from the wind.
Yeah.
As you actually these walls are not made of rock. They are actually just ice. This is actually a crater in the middle of the fucking ocean.
Yep.
Or, well, sort of.
We'll get to that. Don't worry. Don't spoil.
So,
but yeah, let's gather some
steel,
some resources.
We got wood crates. We got cobalt. So I've done this a couple of times. I've played this
So I'm assuming you know what you're doing.
I thought the first time I played this, I thought it was like you got a random smattering of resources every single time. No, this is what it looks like. It's always the same. The layout's always the same.
Yeah, the scenarios in this game are very carefully crafted. There's no randomness to this. Even when you are playing on extreme difficulty, the only randomness is in your actions and how the game reacts to them. Otherwise, if you play it with a certain set of inputs, it will always be the same. Which is actually pretty good.
Our economy window here. Food, health, housing. And
Steel and wood management.
This is where you manage your stuff and your efficiencies. So I'm going to go a certain build that I always go, which I find is the best one. I think it's the best one personally.
Fair enough.
Well, sort of. Okay, so first off, we have to get things going. So I'm going to be a little sneaky deaky here and get some going.
Are you?
I'm going to go just right there and
get some delightful wood.
You're going to get wood. I don't need steel right now.
Yeah, steel is a advanced resource. Don't you need to get the coal, or are you cheesy?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the coal. I'm just assigning everybody to get stuff. I'm gonna keep some workers, but all right.
Okay.
So and you can see them all working.
And they all push out into the snow, and they make pathways. It's so good.
It's very nice. This is a very pretty game. It's very. So while those guys are doing it, I've got a few resources, a little bit of wood. So what I want to do right away is fucking get some fucking shelter up. Those other 5 guys.
Right. The other interesting thing about this game is that the representations of the people on screen are not actually indicative of what's going on. You're already getting resources, even though they haven't even gotten there.
Yeah, they're just they're not really like. It's not one for one.
Yeah. It's a graphical representation of what's happening without being a realistic representation of what's happening.
Correct.
What is wrong with you, Discord? Thank you. That was weird. My ping is weird.
So every single time you activate the build menu and start building things, it kind of just pauses immediately. It just starts pausing. Mm-hmm. That is one of the things that is the survivor difficulty is. See that? See how I just manually pause the game?
Yeah.
To decide, to figure out what I'm going to do. You can't do that in survivor mode.
Ah, I see.
You can't pause the game unless you're in the build menu. Only time.
Okay, that's interesting.
So it's very important. You start getting wood and you start getting the coal right away. And it's very important that you keep some guys up and just
have them build.
You want to get 8 houses, 8 sets of tents up.
Because each one houses 10 people. I know.
Yeah.
Also, if you like freaking violin music, this game is for you. This game has amazing music.
You can't really hear it right now. It might be a bit quiet. I'm just
Actually, can you go into your settings and turn it up?
Want me to turn it up? Okay, sure.
Yeah, turn up the... Actually... Yeah, turn it up to like 5. Bit more. There we go. Okay. Cool. Thank you.
It is a very nice, kind of somber music.
Somber.
So you can see right here, 80 homeless people. So that's why we're building.
Yep.
Whenever people are homeless, they start generating discontent. See, lack of.
And
never mind.
They also start getting when they don't have a home to live in, then they start
taking a higher
taking
chance of getting sick
because they're basically sleeping in the cold exterior at minus 20 degrees Celsius. Which is just the average temperature, by the way. Night still happens.
That's the starting temperature. 6, 7, 8. That should be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it's 8. Sense of
Cool.
tents. That's the good start.
And we almost have enough coal to
And we
start
can
the
adjust the
generator,
layout a little bit later. I'm just putting them
Yeah.
around here for when we have 200. We got 200.
Let's
So,
burn that
with
bitch.
Steam level 1.
And you can see
see
the
this-
snow melting away.
Yeah.
The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. And we do actually have raw food.
We start out with
But-
100
and-
raw food.
And people can eat it, if I remember correctly,
It's
but it's
not
not
good
as...
time, though. You don't want
Yeah.
them to do that. So we'll start out with a cookhouse right away.
Okay. The thing that I really like about this game is the circular method of building. Like, you'll
Yeah.
build things in circles around structures, and then it just radiates out. It's really cool.
It's very nice. You can hear the clanking of the generator as it's running. A little
Can
bit.
you? I can't.
Well, when the ambience is turned up higher, you can.
Turn it up! Let's give people the ambience!
All right, let's see. Ambience, fine.
Turn
Ambient
everything up to
sound.
5. Turn everything up to 5,
Okay.
and then turn the master volume up to 5. There we go.
Ooh.
Now we'll get the deep rumbles. So you can see that there's some other settings for the generator. Those you have to
Steam.
research.
Various steam
Um,
levels. Yeah. The range
but
settings.
The most important thing right now is that we can turn it to overdrive, which makes things warmer, but eventually causes the generator to explode if you leave it on for too long.
Yeah, there's the
Due to
generator. This is the
overpressure,
generator's
essentially.
stress level. When it reaches 100, it explodes and you lose immediately.
Instantly.
But overdrive will kick the heat up by one heat level. See, right now it's that radius that is the heat zone.
Yeah.
And this house is warm and comfortable because it is getting a +1 building insulation and +1 from being in the heat zone. So it's a nice -0. It's a nice 0 in the tent.
Yep.
But
So,
in comparison
and
to -20, that's nice and comfortable.
Yeah, and then there's other things that happen, like you can get
See how every single one of those immediately went to 10 out of 10?
yeah, because
the
everybody's
people-
done work and they're like, we gotta build this shit now.
They're on free
Work is
time, so
never
now
done.
they are free to build. So.
Are you gonna build a hunter's hut?
Oh yeah, I can do that, I guess. Yeah. So hunters' huts are nice.
Because you can build them wherever.
Wherever you want. They don't have to be. They just have to have a road. They
And
don't
roads
need
are
to be.
automatically built next to houses, which I did not know in my first time I was playing this game.
Are they? I didn't know that.
I'm pretty sure they are.
No, they're not.
If you go-
See the green?
Yeah, the green.
That's the road.
Yeah, see how it's behind the storehouse?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
that's
only behind the
storehouse
storehouse, never
starts.
mind.
Yeah. So hunters'
mind.
huts.
Okay.
It doesn't matter what their temperature is.
They have +2 building insulation instead of...
Yeah, but they
The
don't really
+1.
matter.
They can work in any temperature because they're rarely
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. The people aren't actually working there. They're working out, hunting.
Yes. And usually
Okay.
they hunt at night, don't they?
Yeah, they hunt at night. So I'm going to just speed things up a little bit to get that building done. So the discontent is going down because people are getting housed
Shelter.
properly. People from our colony.
With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scout Frostland, and save as many survivors from our expedition as possible. You'll need a workshop to design plans for more advanced buildings. I thought we turned off tutorials.
I thought I had as well. So get those people working in the
You don't-
hunter's hut.
You don't have
and
enough. You're out of
We
people.
don't have enough, but we actually don't need this many people like grinding out coal. So we can't afford to.
For now. We don't need this many people for now.
So we can actually afford to have people working in the hut and in the cookhouse.
So yeah, now they'll get 10 food per day, which doesn't sound like a lot, but I think every 1 food turns into 2 food rations. Is that correct? Or is it the other way around?
Well, see, Cookhouse will produce 4 food rations from 2 raw food.
Yeah, so you have to have 2.
It's a 2 to 1.
But as long as you have 2, it's 2 to 1.
Yeah.
If you only have 1, it doesn't turn into 2. It's just, it doesn't get used. See, there go the hunters. Look at them.
They don't listen to healthcare. I've got someone who's sick.
Damn it.
So I have to get a medical post.
And you can't build that in the heat zone, so that's going to be a problem.
It will only be a temporary problem.
So yeah, I've only ever played this game. That's not true. I've played this game on hard, but or on medium, but I usually play on easy. So I'm looking at your forecast where it says on day 4 the temperature is going to drop 2 levels. It's going to go down to negative 40. And I'm just
correct.
like, oh god, no, because on easy it doesn't happen until like day 5.
Really?
Gives you time to set things up, yeah.
Well, it should be plenty of time.
If you say so.
I actually don't need that many people in that. I actually need the steel at this point right now, more than.
Yeah, because we got to build a workshop, right?
So right now it's really important to manage.
Because we don't have a lot of people at the moment.
No, we have a very low number of people. That will be handled later. Like you'll get more people.
Mm-hmm.
And now I get. Oh, I actually don't even need. Fuck it.
Well, the one person who was sick is now being
got
treated.
5 doctors.
We need shit to do. So once you are don't have anybody sick, can you basically unman the medical post?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
Interesting.
And
if
the
you click
medical
on the
posts
medical
are
post,
fine as long as they are
livable.
livable. They're fine. So it's fine right now. It's covered in snow.
So if you're comfortable, you can't get sick. If you're livable, there's a chance of getting sick, but it's very low. Ooh. Workers needed. There's so much to do and not enough hands to do it. A quick way of addressing this problem is to put our children to work.
So there's a couple, so there's a few things we can do about this.
So here are the laws. Adaptation
laws.
is something that we have to do. You have to adapt in order to actually survive, because the world is not the same. So we can do things like sign a law saying that you can tell people to work an emergency shift, which means they work around the clock for 24 hours. You can
they don't like that.
Yeah. You can sign a law saying that children have to work, or sign a law that says children will be put into shelters. They don't cause any mischief, and people get more hope because children are looked
hope
after.
will rise, providing children a place to stay gives a permanent hope bonus. As long as long as all children have a shelter to go to, like is a permanent buff to your hope.
Yeah.
But you will have to build a child shelter, which takes resources.
And if you don't build a child shelter, hope falls.
Yes. Or you can go child labor safe jobs. Like you can put them to work immediately, and then you've got extra hands doing stuff. Hope will fall, and child workers can be injured, which is not good. You don't like it.
Yeah.
So there's a couple ways to do this. There's there's 2 ways to do this game. There's short term. There's play by the short term gains. Yeah. You need stuff right now. You gotta get going, or till you tough it out, and you go for the long game.
And toughing it out is much harder.
It's harder. But it's better. So I'm going to child shelters. I'm going to tough it out. Not right now, no. I don't have to sign it yet.
Yeah, you never have to sign a law. Although sometimes there are situations where signing a law will save an impending bad situation, or people will demand that you do it.
So I'm getting 6 per hour from here. I'm getting 2.7 per hour from here. You guys are getting 16 per hour. So you can manage your coal pretty efficiently. If you go over here, see, I'm getting this is the generator, 6 coal per hour. That's all.
How much are we getting per hour?
16.
Okay. But that coal pile is limited. Eventually it just runs out.
Oh yeah, it's only got 277 in it left.
So you have to. That's
and
the
I can
thing
also
about this game.
stockpile them out. I have enough coal for 2
Right.
days, about, so far.
Right. But you have. This is the kind of game where you have to be thinking 2 days in advance. I'm going to be able to gather that coal and take care of, or it'll be gone in about 2 days. So I need to find another solution for coal production before I run out of that. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of coal 2 days after that. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of game this is. If you're only looking at how can I get through this day, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're straight up
You
dead.
have to think ahead. You have to think like a step or two ahead of what you actually need. So
Yes.
I've got enough now. I can get the workshop going. I'm going to put it right there because it's attached to a road.
And the workshop is insulated,
where you do all your
I think?
researching.
Yeah, but it's insulated, right?
It is somewhat insulated. It has a base heating level of 2.
Yeah, so.
Resources. So instead of just assigning people to these individual locations, you can instead build
A gathering
which
post.
has a radius of what it'll just you staff it with people, and they'll pull from everything. So alright, look. So see, I'm out of rat cold. I'm out of just food. Don't need those
Raw
people
food.
working in there right now. I don't need them. They can go
But
work
we
over
have
here
enough
now.
food. We have enough food for how many days?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't say.
I only have 80 people, so it's like 2 days.
Yeah. Which is fine, because the hunters should be back later tonight.
Yeah,
You turned off the hunter's hut, though.
I did because it's daytime.
But you just keep it staffed.
But they only go out at night, you see, Dave.
No, I'm actually super confused at the moment.
So there are like you can really like you can seriously cheese and micromanage this game by tweaking the nose of where people are at all times, and you
Right.
can like hunters' huts only operate during the night. See their hours, their working hours, 18 to 6.
Okay.
Everything
So
else
if
is 8
you
to 18.
So if you shut it down,
No one's working
then
there, and
there's-
I can put them somewhere else. They can do
and
the
they
day
can
shift.
build and stuff.
They can build and harvest
Interesting.
resources, but as soon as it gets to about say 7, since it gets to once it gets to about 17, I want to take people off the resources and put them right over here. Also, this is done
Interesting.
working. This is done now. I need to find my engineers. Hey, you
NGs.
engineers, I need you in here. This is where you live now. You live here for now. So, unfortunately, it does take a little bit for them to get to a place, but I'm going to go and do this now. So, the first thing you want
Is the beacon.
is the beacon, yeah. And it does cost
Absolutely.
resources to get.
But it's 10
10
wood to
10
actually research it,
And it takes
Which
20
is
wood
okay.
and 35 steel to make.
which is why you're gathering steel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is why
So yeah,
I'm
like I said, I've played this game. I know some of the stuff about this game, but I am not nearly as good at it as Kinathis is. Also, it's 17, and you need to reopen the hunter set.
That's true. Yeah. So, yeah. So these guys go away. You don't need you anymore.
Also,
you turn on and you there.
I apologize if people are watching this and they're having trouble seeing the UI. This UI is very small.
It's a
hopefully we're gonna be
minimalistic.
Yeah, we're going to be upscaling this so it's a bit easier to see. But yeah, all the words and stuff are very small. So I apologize for that. Nothing we can
See,
do about it.
now it's going. And those
Oh no,
guys.
you ran out of wood crates.
Wood crates? What? Oh yeah, don't worry. Well, I can just put them over here,
There
and
you
they'll
go.
get the nice wood crates over there. I've got 61 wood. It's fine. So now that it is over, it's in the day. I mean, it's in the night time. So I can get them to do something else. So the hunter's hut will get how much? 10 food a day. 10 food.
With up to 10 raw food. That's not a lot. That's only 20 rations.
Yeah.
You're already cutting through them. You've already gone down like 40.
Mm-hmm. That's not fully staffed. Now I'll get all 15. But don't worry. I'll have enough. Don't worry.
Okay. As long as you know what you're doing, because I sure as hell don't.
Once these guys have started researching things, I can like do other research, like get the steam hub. I can get the faster gathering.
Yep.
I can get coal thumpers.
Are you a fan of coal thumpers, or do you prefer
So-
coal mining?
So
Or should we get into that once we actually
we'll
get
get
there?
into that later, I think.
Okay.
So this is the
Fair
one.
enough.
This is the one you also want to get. Hunter's gear, which is they return with 20
Up.
up to 20.
So 4 more raw food.
Yeah. So Hunter's Hut requires 20 wood. I'm going to get another one of you.
Because we're going to need more raw food.
Yeah.
Alright. Next time on Character Select, day 3 of this bleak frozen wasteland.
Yep.
So thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And Kinathis.
Yes.
It just looks... It's so cold.
It is very cold. Look how deep the snow is. The snow is as tall as people.
And that's in this sheltered crater.
It's true.
Like, holy fuck.